Greetings, YouTube followers. This is John Demokis, aka Halfman, Halfcichlid. I hope everybody is doing fine and had a safe New Year's Eve. Today we're going to talk about filter media. Now, as many of us know, this is one of the most controversial subjects in aquarium fish keeping. And there's a number of reasons for the controversy. There's not a lot of scientific evidence. There's a lot of myths that circulate since everybody's trying to push their particular type of media, especially the manufacturers. Some of the myths, for example, are we hear experienced aquarists saying that they get the same result in terms of ammonia oxidation with whatever media they use. That all medias are basically the same. Another is you can pack your filter chamber with cotton socks and it'll grow beneficial bacteria. Now there's a certain truth in all of these, but the fact is, as aquarists, whether we have a sump, a hang-on back filter, or a canister, we have a limited amount of space within which to house, to contain our filter media. And the question I would pose to you is, why not have the most efficient, the most effective, the least costly filter media in that area? And I think what you'll find through this series, and I'm going to cover this in several videos, I'm not sure how many at this point in time, is that there are a number of ways to measure the effectiveness of the various media, and that by looking at these different criteria for media selection, we can make a much more informed choice on what media to use. And I hope you'll be convinced, as I am, that there are in fact huge differences between the different media. The manufacturers are constantly coming out with new media types or pushing other media types that they already have in their product line, because generally they cost a heck of a lot more than the old standbys, like foam and foam sponges and pot scrubbies. So in any event, we want to pick the best media for the given space that we have. We also want to have a media that, if there is a increase in ammonia production in our aquariums due to adding more fish, something dying, overfeeding, the fish getting larger, that the beneficial bacteria can actually grow into that media. Beneficial bacteria have what's called exponential growth, and if we give them space to grow, they will grow as the ammonia and other contaminants that they decompose increase in our aquariums. So today we're going to cover the first of several measurable means to demonstrate the effectiveness of filter media. And the first one being the surface area. The more surface area you have, obviously, the more area you have for growth of beneficial bacteria. The more beneficial bacteria you have within a given space, the more effective your media is going to be in oxidizing ammonia, turning it into nitrites and then harmless nitrates. So anyway, let's start with surface area, and let's get some facts on the table, and hopefully through this series you will have better, more objective criteria to make an informed choice on what filter media to pack your filter with, whether it's again a canister, hang on back, or a sump. Thank you. As I mentioned, this video is going to focus on surface area. So, a quick lesson on surface area. What we have in this picture here is surface area, a microscopic image of the surface area of one of the media types we'll be talking about. And you can clearly see that the surface area would serve as the area on which the beneficial bacteria would latch onto, produce a biofilm to maintain their presence within this structure, and to intercept, so to speak, ammonia and nitrites and convert it into harmless, more or less harmless, nitrates. So this is one of the reasons why we want to look at the surface area of the different media types, and also we want to consider the propensity or the likelihood that the media internal structure will clog, because if it clogs, the water flowing through the media, enriched with ammonia, can very easily just bypass the media and not have the ammonia reduction that we're looking for. The following slides I'm going to be presenting are from The Science of Aquariums, and I will provide a link to this work. The author is David Bogert, and I think he does an excellent job in his 350 articles, 17 chapters of providing documentary evidence to support a number of the assertions that he makes, including the effectiveness of filter media. But read this, please, and draw your own conclusions. One of the things that David Bogert did that was particularly interesting and insightful, in my opinion, is he did a test of ammonia, the ammonia oxidizing capability of various media over a 90-day period. And he ranked them on a scale of 2 to 17. I'm not sure why he used 2 to 17, but it does a good job of showing the relative effectiveness of the different media types in taking ammonia and nitrite, which again are very harmless or very harmful to our aquarium fish, and breaking it down into the mainly harmless nitrates. In this chart, David added to the previous chart the effective surface area by media type. And you can see that which media have the greatest surface area. And you can also see there's nearly a direct correlation between the effective surface area and how efficient the media is in the oxidizing capability of that media to reduce nitrites and ammonia. Pretty striking when you look at this data. Okay, we're going to kind of wrap this up. Today we covered surface area and the immense, large differences between the different types of media and why it's so important in reducing oxidizing ammonia and harmful nitrites. But there's more to the story to come in follow-up videos. We'll be talking about the differences in dirt holding capacity between different media. We want the detritus, for example, being in the media, not in our aquarium. So dirt holding capacity is important. We want to talk about the flow characteristics of the media. There are certain media types where, as they become clogged, the ammonia-laden water that we want to purify bypasses the media, and the media becomes less effective in cleansing our water. And we'll also talk about ease of maintenance. We have everything from a sponge where you can squeeze it and clean it to other media types where you have to soak them in chlorine, for example, and recharge them. So it's a multi-dimensional decision. It's very important to the health and achieving pristine water. And it's not just surface area, it includes dirt holding capacity, flow characteristics, and ease of maintenance, which we'll be covering in other videos. Hope you join us. Thank you.